What's going on, everyone? So Rui Hachimura, right? He has been phenomenal this season. He's having himself quite the shooting season. Defensively, he's been better at the four. Problem is just he can't defend threes. I mean, as much as we've tried the experiment, it just isn't working. Can't defend quicker, twitchier, athletic wings. Can't defend out on the perimeter to the level in which we need. He's a guy that LeBron coming back is likely going to fade to a bench role, right? Now, could you have different, particular nights or whatever, particular matchups? Sure, right? So there's a lot to kind of figure out still with Rui. Do they end up trading him at some point? Like what is going to happen? But ideally, because I love Rui, I would love to keep Rui. And I've said, if Rui is willing to accept and embrace kind of that sixth man role, right, like that could do wonders for him. That could do wonders for this Lakers team. He's a guy that could be your future four. He's been great as the Lakers four, right? So again, in a post-LeBron era, having Rui Hachimura as like your sixth man right now and knowing that he's going to be your starting four as soon, in a year or two when LeBron retires, right? Boom, there you go, right? I would love to keep Rui for that long-term answer. But one, is Rui going to be willing to do that for that long? Two, how long does LeBron stick around? That's another thing. And like, it's not one of those things where it's like Rui's so good. It's like, dude, you kind of want LeBron to leave. No, like LeBron is the better player. You want LeBron sticking around as long as possible, especially if he can continue to play to the level we know he can play. So it's kind of this spot where it's like, if you want to maximize your win threshold right now, right, your window right now with LeBron and Luka, then you almost have to trade Rui Hachimura for the right piece. You're not just trading him just to trade him. But if you can figure out a way to go get a guy, an Andrew Wiggins even or something like that, keep Rui. Rui's fully bought in and embraced that sixth man role and is out there giving you the production as a starter off the bench. I mean, Lakers could be one of the best teams, and not the best team in all of basketball. Because you're talking about, let's go over Rui's production this season, because I do think it's important. 13 games played, 13 games started. He's averaging just under 35 minutes per game. He on 10 and a half attempts, right? Which is, by the way, the most of his Laker tenure, by the way. He's shooting 57.7% from the field. Okay? From three-point range, on 4 attempts, is shooting 50% from three-point range. From 2-point range, on 6.5 attempts, is shooting 62.4%. He has an EFG, effective field goal percentage, of 67.2%. He's shooting 73.3% from the free throw line on 2.3 attempts. He's grabbing just under 4 rebounds, 1.5 assists, a steal, half a block, and 16 points per game, which, by the way, is the most of his career. He's having literally a career year for the Lakers thus far. He has played and thrived heavily off of Luka. A couple things about that, though, right? In a perfect world, you get Rui's production off the bench. Now you have a 16-point-a-game guy, or let's say he drops a little bit, because maybe not playing 36 minutes, maybe he's playing 30 minutes a night or 28 minutes a night or something like that, right? Like, so now let's say he's 14 points a game, right? I mean, it is possible. He's so efficient. It is possible that he could actually play fewer minutes. But if given more of an offensive opportunity, right? Let's say his field goal attempts bump up to 13 or whatever, that he could average nearly the same number of points, if not maybe even more, depending on, if he kind of gets more volume, particularly from three-point range. He gets more volume from three-point range and imagine if he gets, 7 attempts from three-point range rather than the 4, right? Like now if he's shooting at a 50% clip, you're talking another 6+ points, right? Like, but maybe he's playing fewer minutes, right? Like, so it's just, there's ways to kind of mix and match to where you can make Rui kind of more valuable, making him a better scorer, making him a more offensive option, kind of sell him on the idea like, hey, yeah, we're going to bring you off the bench, but you're going to be more of an integral part into the offense because now you're not going to have to go up against LeBron, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, DeAndre Ayton, right? Like all these other things. You're going to get to be out there with, Luke, where it's just like you and Luka. You get to play more for, right? We'll still play you at the 3 at times. Like you can still kind of, Like you can have, like Rui could play 25 minutes and still give you, 16 points, 4 rebounds, and, 2 assists, a steal, and a block, right? Like he could still give you the same production. And now that just does wonders for your bench. Now he's a guy that could be in 6 man of the year conversations because of his efficiency and him, putting up 16 points a game or 15 points a game, whatever, right? Like it gives you all of those positives, right? So to me, if Rui's willing to buy in and embrace that, on top of, one, what does he want his contract to be? Like, so if he's like, hey, I'll be the 6th man until LeBron retires, right? Because I understand, again, it's not like they're having you back up, some random player. It's not like they're having you back up Jake LaRavia, where you're like, dude, like Jake LaRavia's 20, like look at what I've proven, blah blah. Even if you think Jake's better, whatever, right? It's just like, come on, dude, it's LeBron James, right? Like Rui, we're having you back up LeBron James, right? Like if Rui understands, like, hey, it's LeBron. Whenever he leaves in a year or 2, whatever, or 3, whatever, I'm willing to kind of play this role, right? And then when LeBron leaves, I'll be your starting 4. And he's willing to take kind of the contract he has right now, like that, like 17 million range, given his efficiency, his productions, all that stuff. Fine, keep him, right? Especially if you can still go get that 3. Like, let's say you're able to turn, whatever, Kleba, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect into, and a first into Andrew Wiggins. So now you can keep Rui, his production, him as your 6th man, and then now you bring in that Andrew Wiggins just as an example, right? And now you're in that position, like perfect, right? Like now we're in business, right? Like now you were able to solve that starting 3. Now Marcus Smart gets to go to the bench. It gets to be another key contributor, and then also you have Rui still as your 6th man. You could be the best team in all of basketball. But my concern is we have seen in the past Rui Hachimura get benched and then completely check out, and so I do have my concerns that he's looking at it as like, I am having literally a career year. I am playing unbelievable. I am playing lights out. And you're going to move me to the bench, right? Like, I understand it's for LeBron, but like, I could start the 3 like I have and Marcus Smart, right? Like, is he seeing the picture, right? Is he looking at it as like, dude, this is my contract year. This is when I'm supposed to get paid. I'm supposed to get a contract from you or somebody else or whatever, right? Like, again, it's a tough spot. It's a tough ask for Rui, given how well he's playing right now. It's like, I'm averaging 16 points a game, couple rebounds, a couple assists. I'm shooting 50% from 3-point range and over 60% from the field. Like what more could I do to be a starter? Is like, is what he's probably looking at it as. So if he now gets benched and then just checks out, it's a problem, right? Then you have to trade him, right? Now you have no choice, because it's like you can't, like, you're not going to inject him in the starting unit just because he's checked out, and then now you're in this tough spot when the best lineup and balance is probably with Marcus Smart, and so now, and then Rui's best as your 4, so it could end up leading to Rui, like this could be the thing that kind of leads to Rui being traded, right? It could also end up being the thing that leads to Rui being a long-term Laker. Right? Like, depending on how this goes and how this shapes up and how much Rui's willing to buy in, it could easily branch one way or the other. Like, where Rui is now, it's like, man, we can't trade Rui. Like, dude, the guy's giving us 16 a game off the bench. He's our best 3-point shooter. The guy's lighting it up. He's killing it. He's fully bought in and embraced the role, right? He's becoming more of an integral part into the offense, right? He's thriving. He's going to get to be our starting 4 in a post-LeBron era. Like, we got to find a way to keep him. We got to make these other moves and still keep Rui. Hey, Rui, here's your extension, whatever, right? Like that's kind of what the hope is. But the other side is like, again, he gets benched, he starts to check out a little bit, his production starts to tank, and it's like, oh, we need to trade him, right? Like, it's just like that's how it could be. But Rui Hachimura himself said that he doesn't care whether he starts or comes off the bench. To him, he mentioned minutes, and he also mentioned closing. I'm not really worried about getting him minutes. I think he'll probably play 25 to 30 minutes. My concern is, how often are you closing with Rui, right? Because either A, you got to move LeBron to the 3, which might not be a good idea at this stage of LeBron's career, or B, you're playing Rui at the 3 and you're trusting him to now get stops and all other stuff, which is the biggest problem. It's one thing to play him at the 3 over the course of a game, randomly trickled in. It's another thing where it's like, hey, we're closing where we need to get stops and hit buckets and do all this stuff. And we're closing with Rui Hachimura, who's not going to be able to get the stops. Yeah, he can hit the buckets, but he's not going to be able to get the stops. Right now, I think that there will be some games, there'll be some nights that it's called for, all of that, right? Like games that Rui's 8 of 9 from 3-point range tonight. We should probably close with him, right? Like it's a tight game. He can hit clutch shots down the stretch. He's got the hot hand. Let's give him the basketball, right? Like, into the game, it's like, hey, we need a couple threes to get going. Let's try to get some action with Rui in the corner and see if he can kind of, claw us back into this a little bit, right? Like, boom. Oh, he just hit 2 straight threes. Now we're only down 1. Like, stuff like that, right? Like, there's going to be moments where it's called for, right? But again, is Rui going to continue to be patient? Is he going to be willing to buy in? Like, there's just a lot of factors that go into it. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass question you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.